Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
welcoming you to Six in the City. Jam-packed show today and some new guests with us today.
Yes, we do. We have some new guests. We're going to be talking with Julie Hill. She's the new VP and COO of Discovery Park of America, and they have a military history and armed forces symposium that's coming up at the end of April we're going to hear about. And then also Jackie Utley is here. She is representing the West Tennessee Veterans Coalition because they have a Faces of Freedom banner project that's coming up that we're going to hear. She's going to tell us a little bit about that. Abby Palmer and Jamison Colbert are here because they are with the Love Your Block initiative. Okay, just Jamison today.
Okay.
The Love Your Block initiative. Jamison,
Oh, yeah.
talk a little bit about what that is and how folks can get started on that. And then David Hicks, who's the executive director of the American Red Cross, is here because their Heroes Luncheon is coming up the end of April, around the 27th. We're going to talk about that. And then Sabrina Anderson is here. She is the executive director of the Boys and Girls Club. Their annual steak and burger dinner is coming up May the 10th, and she's probably going to talk about buying tickets and tables and food and everything else that goes along with it. And then our entertainment today is none other than the Farmers Market Blues Band. Steve, who's in the blues band today?
Well, let's see. We got Shine, we got Tyler, we got Jimmy, and we got William.
That's a great group.
Ready to go. Four of the best musicians we know.
That's right. Multi-talented.
Honored to have them with us. That's all coming up on this Six in the City.
Hi, I'm here to ask the people of Jackson to be a part of a groundbreaking program, 4 Minute City.
Every minute you don't get help after sudden cardiac arrest, your chance of survival decreases by 10%.
That's why Friends of Heart and the Jackson Fire Department have created a care team.
A group of everyday citizens trained, equipped, and ready to save lives in our community.
Please call this number or visit our website.
Together, we can save lives.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensaver for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We had this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We're welcoming a brand new guest with us, and this is Julie Hill, and she is the new Vice President and COO of Discovery Park of America. So, Julie, good to have you with us.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm really excited to be with you all today.
Okay, so this is a brand new position for you, and you were doing what before you got to Discovery Park?
Doing my own consulting business for the most part prior to that, but then previous to that was the professor of percussion and the department chair in music at UT Martin.
Okay, all right. So you're a West Tennessee gal?
Yes, I am originally.
Okay, all right, well, good. Well, it's just good to have you home, but you're home already.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
Well, how did you get to Discovery Park?
I ended up doing a bit of a career change, and the CEO here and I were friends, and we were on a number of boards together, and he just said, hey, I'd be crazy if I didn't see if you wanted to come work for me. So we just kind of started from there, and then this position ended up carving itself out for me.
Okay, well, absolutely true.
Well, congratulations.
Julie is the new Vice President COO at Discovery Park of America.
Sorry, Steve.
Yes, well, you got a special. Well, there are always special things going on at Discovery Park. But one thing we want to talk about today is this 3-day military history and armed forces symposium. So this is coming up when?
It's a 3-day event, as you mentioned, Friday, April 29th through Sunday, May 1st.
Okay. So what happens during the symposium?
Well, it's packed. I got a schedule here just as a little visual for myself, but we basically, the Friday is more of a student-centered day. So if there are young people out there thinking about a career in the military, or parents or teachers listening, I encourage them to come on Friday, April 29th, if at all possible. Student groups do get in free. They just need to pre-register so we know how many are coming, and they can do that on our website. Saturday is more directed towards veterans and their families and active duty, but the whole 3-day event is open to the public. So any come to anything, but Saturday we'll have a lot of more academic speakers and panel discussions, where Friday is more events for students, like careers in the military and how entrance requirements have changed through the years and how that's impacted the military, things that students need to know. I will say all 6 branches of the armed forces will be there: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. And Space Force is real.
Oh, wow. So is there a fee to get in on Saturday, or do we need to make reservations on Saturday?
No, there are some events that are free. It's regular park admission on Saturday, unless you come with a veteran. Veterans can bring as many guests as they want. So I encourage you all, if you don't want to pay, grab a vet and have them bring you a guest that day. But student groups do get in free as well, but it's just standard park admission for the public.
Okay. All right.
So then, Julie, the symposiums those are going to be on Saturday?
Friday and Saturday. Just the ones Friday are a little bit shorter.
Okay.
No student wants to really listen probably to a
Right.
2-hour panel discussion. So we're making things a little bit light, but they're going to have book signings and academic speakers and panels for the students Friday as well. Just Saturday's a little heavier.
So Saturday then, for the veterans, these will be what kind of symposiums?
Well, Saturday we've got several of the items I wanted to highlight. Actually, one of the speakers, one of the keynotes, is Navy retired Bill Allen, who is one of the remaining survivors of Normandy, of that invasion. And a book was written about him called Death Duty, and basically talking about how he would take wounded and dead soldiers on that trip across the English Channel. And just hit the story of how he comforted and took care of those soldiers. And he's just a blast to talk to. So Bill Allen is certainly one of our featured guests. We have generals coming. We have the commissioner of the Tennessee's Department of Veterans Services, which is General Tommy Baker, is coming. All sorts of vendors. So veterans out there can attend and find out the latest, greatest resources for them today.
Okay. So there'll be some practical information as well as memories and history and all of this.
Oh, yes. And then
so the hours for this is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right?
Yes. Friday and Saturday are the 2 biggest days, though, for this event. It'll run 10 to 4 both days.
Okay, 10 to 4 both days. Okay. Julie Hill is with us, and she is the new Vice President, COO of the Discovery Park of America in Union City. And this is the Veteran Symposium that's coming up at the end of this month and then going into May. So it starts on Friday, April the 29th, then 30th, and then the 1st. All right. We're going to continue this conversation in just a moment. We're glad to have Julie with us. We'll be right back as we continue Six in the City.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to Six of the Cities. We continue our conversation with Julie Hill. She is the new Vice President COO of the Discovery Park of America. They have a special Military History and Armed Services Symposium that is coming up at the end of this month, April 29th, 30th through Sunday, the 1st. The main day is Friday and Saturday. Friday for students, primarily open to students, primarily open to everybody who wants to be there, and then for veterans themselves. How do people find out about the schedule, Julie?
Well, it's what everybody says, but it's true in our case as well. Just go to the website, which is discoveryparkofamerica.com. It takes a while to type that out, but there's a calendar of events, and just click on the Military History and Armed Forces Symposium, and right there you will see a full schedule. You'll see how to for school groups to register in advance. We also have some after hours events that are free, but we do need pre-registration to know the head count for ordering food and drink. So everything is all on the event web page on our website.
Okay.
Now I noticed you guys in the notes, it talks about bringing back the Lantern Walk. What exactly is the Lantern Walk?
Yeah, the Lantern Walk is telling stories of basically focusing on Civil War soldiers who did live during that time period, and research has been done, history has been done on those folks, and hearing their stories. And I'm very proud to say, as of today, actually confirmed, for the first time, we are going to have the voices of Black soldiers represented as part of our Lantern Walk this year as well, and we're very proud of that.
Oh, wow. Well,
so when will that be, Julie, during the weekend?
It's on Saturday evening. That's one of the events, Steve, that needs to have pre-registration. We only have a certain number of spots. Again, it's free, but people need to pre-register for the Lantern Walks, and there's two of those. The first one, people need to show up about 7:15 to start around 7:30, and then the second one is at 9 p.m., and those are both on Saturday evening outside at the park.
When you say a Lantern Walk, then, is it actually a walk? Is that? Yeah.
It is a walk. So we have docents, and I'll probably be one of them that evening because everybody's all hands on deck. We have a lot of stations, and we'll just take different groups through our settlement, and they will hear stories with people telling stories in period attire.
And you
Well,
also
it's an impressive lineup of people. All day, I know John Casslaw is going to be there, and Wanda Nelson Casslaw. There are a lot of different people that are coming in for this.
Yeah, we really pulled out all the stops this year. And in addition to speakers that we have who are great, one of whom is my husband, I will mention Dr. David Coffey. So he's one of the best ones that's coming. But then also outdoors, we have some amazing things. I imagine there could be some people listening that might not like to sit through a panel discussion. I guess that's possible. I don't know how that's possible, but it's true. But for those who need a little bit more activity, the military branches are pulling out all the stops. They are contributing thousands of dollars in getting equipment, which I now know as a civilian are called assets. I've learned a lot the past few months. They are sending all sorts of assets to us. Those include, I won't list them off, but a few of them, the Navy is sending something called a Nimitz, which is a virtual reality experience. And for those who are 14 and older, they can participate in this. It's super cool. I'm going to do it. I can't wait. We have a Black Hawk helicopter coming. Tennessee Army National Guard's providing 7 other ground assets. And I had to Google search all of them, but they're huge and super cool, and they do amazing things on the ground. So these groups have really showed their support for our event. So I need to get people to come and show their support for these groups, because we want to have a great return on investment for them.
And there's also, I noticed Jason Pate, who's a local Civil War memorabilia collector, has got some of his rare photos in a special exhibit. Is that right?
Yes. Jason is working with Discovery Park to build an exhibit that we're not sure how long it's going to stay up. It will be up longer than the weekend. If we're going to go to that much trouble, we want to feature him for quite a while. But it's really telling stories of the past through iconography. It's fascinating. He's done a great job, and he's one of our local history teachers here in the county as well.
Well, this sounds like a great opportunity for anybody and everybody to come out and learn about the history of the military.
And Julie, once again, the regular hours then are 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. The same on Sunday?
Yes, and the park is actually open a little later.
And then obviously you're going to do the Lantern Walk, then you make special provisions for that.
Yes, and there's also a VIP reception on Friday evening as well. So we have some evening events that are not totally publicized, but they're all on the website. So we welcome people to register for those, and thank you all for the exposure. Really appreciate it.
Oh, great.
DiscoveryParkofAmerica.com.
That's April 29th, 30th, and May 1st at Discovery Park of America, discoveryparkofamerica.com for full details. Julie, good to have you with us.
It is, Julie. Good to
Congratulations.
meet you, and
Continue to
congratulations on your new job.
Thank you so much.
We're going to go to the main stage, as we call it here, and we welcome, well, this is Shine and Tyler and Jimmy and William. This is the Farmers Market Blues Band.
Way up in Jackson, Tennessee, there's a man at the farmer's market, a man you need to meet. Just go downtown Lafayette Street, you'll find the man you need to see. He's a farmer's market man. Yeah, he's a farmer's market man, and shoe shine when he can. Right on. If you need your shoe shine, he can do that too. Or help hunting down homegrown fresh produce. He's got so many titles that you see. He even wears a badge of the Mardi Gras King. He's a farmer's market man. Yeah, and shoe shine when he can. He's that farmer's market man, and shoe shine when he can. Right on.
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
I'm Dr. Keith H. Taylor, owner and CEO of the Mid-South Dental Implant and Oral Surgery Center. Our clinic is unique because it offers oral surgery suites, general dentistry suites, as well as a fully run operating room. EPlus Broadband has never let me down. The reps that actually gave me their personal phone numbers, they definitely were compassionate. They knew that some of the technical terms they were using I couldn't understand, and they broke them down to me, and I thought this went a long way. Thank you, EPlus Broadband.
Welcome Welcome back to Six in the City. We welcome Jackie Utley. And of course, Jackie visits with us frequently because she's involved in many things. Today,
Yes.
Jackie is representing the West Tennessee Veterans Coalition.
Yes. Yes,
So I
I
want to
am.
get that lined out, just, so we got that clarified. And they've got a new project. This is a first-time project, right?
Yes, first year.
And so what is this called?
It's called Faces of Our Freedom. I'm sorry, Faces of Freedom. And these are banners that will be installed on utility poles in 8 city parks. They'll be up the 1st of November this year and stay up through the 1st of November 2 years from now, 2024.
2024.
Oh, wow.
So they'll be sponsored by groups and individuals and families, whoever wants to pay for them.
Okay.
Will be listed as a sponsor, and you'll be told which park your person's banner is in.
Okay.
So you can go, do sightseeing tours and look for your veteran on one of the utility poles.
Okay.
Well, how do
And
we
so
how do we sponsor a banner, Jackie? What is there?
There is a PDF form. The web address is like this long. So the best thing to do is to send an email to WTN Vets Coalition at gmail.com. No, I'm sorry, that's not right. Let me get my cheat sheet. Hang on. Yeah, at gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
Yeah, gmail.com, and request. There are PDF writable forms that you can fill out. You can actually, there's a link there. The cost is $150.
Okay.
We take cash, check, or if you do Venmo through the website, there's a 3.5 service fee that they charge. Okay. And so you can do it that way. And then we'll need for the person, whoever sponsors, to provide a photograph of the veteran. It can either be a current photograph, it can be one while they were in uniform. Doesn't have to be a living veteran. I'm going to do my late father and my late uncle, because they were both in World War II. Okay. So, but we'll take it.
Okay.
Provide it.
Have you got an example of this banner with you?
Yes, I do. And it may be a little hard to see, but they're 24-inch.
Okay.
24-inch by 48-inch. I don't know if I can get it close.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, well, it looks
okay,
good.
And they're going to have brackets will be installed on the utility poles. So there'll be a bracket at the top and at the bottom to keep them stable.
Okay.
And the company guarantees them for 3 years. So we're talking about putting them up for 2 years. So they should be weather resistant enough that they won't be, faded to nothing at the end of the 2 years.
Okay. What will happen to the banners after those 2 years? They go back to the families, or
they go back to the family, or they go back to the sponsor, whoever sponsors them.
Okay.
And we're going to try to keep this as kind of a rolling thing. So if we don't have all of the utility poles in use this year, then we'll sell the banners again next year, or have them sponsored. So there'll be kind of an ongoing. We're trying to make this an ongoing thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Jackie, is this raising money for any certain thing, or is this just covering the cost of doing this? Or
it's this first year is going to be covering the cost of doing it. I think the coalition is going to make like $1.50 per banner on it, but at least we're not losing money, so that's our goal.
That's right.
So, but yes, we're doing it just to honor the veterans of Jackson and Madison County, and it's not limited just to veterans here in town. If you have
so it's a family member, you have a family.
You have an uncle somewhere else, and you want to honor him, or your grandfather somewhere else. We'll if you want to put it up, we'll put it up for you.
Okay.
Okay.
You've got room for how many of these?
We have room for 348 banners.
Okay.
Wow.
So we got 348 utility poles in 8 city parks.
Well, actually, they're half that number of poles, but we're going to double them. So we'll have a banner
one on each side. Okay.
On each side, which makes it twice as nice.
That's right. Exactly.
Well, somebody's gone out there and done a lot of scouting.
They have, and we're partnering with the city of Jackson.
Okay.
So, their people
I guess they would know.
Yeah, so they'll know. And then their maintenance crew is going to install these for us. Thank heavens, because I can't imagine what the cost to us would be if we had to pay for somebody to do this.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
had a question.
Has this been done elsewhere and you've seen this, Jackie, or is this a original idea?
Yes, there's we first thought there's a city in Maine that did this and lined, of course, it was a small town and they were able to line their main street.
Okay.
And it's just heartwarming to see all these veterans' faces.
Yeah. All right.
So we thought it would be a really good thing to do here in Jackson.
The Faces of Freedom Banner Project, right?
I'm sorry?
The Faces of Freedom Banner Project.
Faces of Freedom Banner
Is
Project.
there a Facebook page for it, Jackie?
It's a good question. The West Tennessee Veterans Coalition has a Facebook page, and you can contact us through that. And we post this. I'm posting this about once a week on the Facebook.
Okay, great.
All right, awesome.
Good to have you with us, Jackie.
Thanks
you so much.
Great idea. Look forward to this.
Yeah, look forward to that.
Appreciate y'all.
Going out and
We're
seeing
going
the
back-
forest.
We're going back
Yes.
to the main stage. We welcome once again. This is the Farmers Market Blues Band.
Wake up, mama, turn the lamp down low. Wake up, mama, turn the lamp down low. You got some dust in it, Uncle John from your door. Wake up, mama, got them states boom blue. Wake up, mama, got them states boom blue. Nobody knows just exactly what to do. Love that woman, love her like a queen. Love that woman, love her like a queen. She treat me just like I'm her.
With EPlus broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for EPlus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on EPlus broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Jameson Colbert is with us. He graduated from Liberty High School. He's back home doing work here in the city of Jackson. And Jameson, good to have you with us.
It is good to have you, Jameson.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
He's part of the Love Your Block initiative that is underway. What is this, Jameson?
Yeah, so this is an initiative that we're using, and we're wanting to just take the city by storm with it. The Cities of Service is actually the grant funder, so they actually awarded the city this grant back in 2021.
Okay.
And so we're taking it and we're wanting to use it to help remediate blight within the city. As we know, we've got quite a few blighted areas here within Jackson. And so we want to tackle it at the root. We want to come in starting small, and from there we want to have some very good and strategic conversations around what we can do to tackle blight within Jackson sustainably. So
how's this going to work, Jameson?
yeah. So starting off, how this is going to work, it will be awarding mini grants to resident-led groups that are looking to remediate blight within their neighborhood. So we're tackling it from two specific standpoints. So we want to look at vacant lot revitalization and also small scale exterior home repairs. So we'll be looking for neighbors to get with neighbors and brainstorm on ideas of what they can do with vacant lots in their neighborhood. And then also if they have some small scale home repairs needed, we're asking that neighbors of, three get together, 3 households, and make one proposal so that we can come into that neighborhood and work on those 3 homes, make a lot of impact on that neighborhood, and hopefully we'll be able to see a lot of visible change with this initiative.
Are you looking at a specific? Are you focusing on a specific neighborhood in Jackson, or is it around different areas? Or
so right now for year 1, our main priority is going to be East Jackson. As we go and shift
Jameson,
into
how
year
is
2,
that defined now? Is it certain streets or?
So right now that's defined as North Parkway.
Okay.
And then south of North Parkway.
All right.
And east of Royal.
Okay.
We've actually got a map that is on our application.
All right.
That will show those exact lines there, but just to kind of give a sense of where we're talking, those are those.
Where is that posted, Jameson? You said it's posted this.
So you can find all of our information on our website. So if you go to jacksontn.gov/residents/love-your-block, that's where you can find all of our information. And if you look on our either of our applications, you'll be able to see the maps. And
all right. So jacksontn.gov is the foundation spot. And then you go there.
Absolutely.
To love your block. Okay.
So is this something, Jameson, that community groups can do and not? I mean, do you have to live in the East Jackson neighborhood, or can you just be a community group that's interested in helping that neighborhood?
Yeah. So what we're asking is that the neighborhood in question, or the neighborhood of focus, we're asking for participants and proposers be from that area.
Okay.
Now, outside individuals can help and assist with projects, but we're asking that at least 50% of the volunteers for each project come from the targeted area. That way, we've got the community buy-in, and we can really make sure that this is something that the community wants and wants to maintain.
Are there a certain number of grants that are available? Is it going to vary by project? Is it a kind of floating amount out there?
Yep. So it's going to vary by project. We've got somewhat of a floating amount, but each project proposal could potentially be awarded up to $1,500.
$1,500.
So depending on how many of those type of projects we get, we're looking to issue anywhere from 10, 15 on up.
Is there a deadline for the applications?
So as of right now, there is a deadline that we may let's see. Right now, the deadline for the projects is May 9th.
May 9th, okay.
And
So
now
go ahead. And so you're on Facebook as well. Love Your Block, Jackson 10. Is that right?
Love Your Block, Jackson 10.
10. All right. So let's get on Facebook. Go to the city's website, jackson10.gov.
.gov. That's right.
And start picking it up from there. Jameis, it's good to have you with us.
Yeah,
thanks so much,
We'll be
Jameis.
visiting more as we implement this. And so it's really, really
Look forward to seeing the improvements.
All right.
Absolutely. Me too.
The Heroes Luncheon is coming back. We'll talk about that next with the Red Cross as we continue. 6 in the City.
They say home is where you hang your hat. Yeah, I say there ain't a darn thing wrong with that. I got a city living in my home. Tennessee's
Join us to celebrate Jackson and Madison County's 200th year anniversary. To view bicentennial events, visit jacksonmadison200.com.
It stands out in the landscape. It's the newest and largest water tank in the JEA system. Located northeast of McKellar-Sipes Airport, it holds 2.5 million gallons of water. Construction costs just shy of $4 million. But it will supply water and the water pressure necessary to sustain fire hydrants in an expanding industrial and commercial area of Jackson. Meeting needs and building for the future, all a part of JEA today.
Do you love sports? Then you should know about STEM. Because maximizing nutrition, analyzing peak muscle performance, calculating the perfect shot, and more are all made possible by science, technology, engineering, and math. In fact, there are more careers than ever in sports science. So if you have a passion for sports, then think about getting involved in STEM and improve everyone's game on and off the field. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We'll have more coming up with the Farmers Market Blues Band. Appreciate having them with us today.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the Heroes Luncheon. It is back with the Red Cross.
right.
David Hicks is with us. It's been 3 years because of 2 years of COVID disruption. So it's about time, David.
It is, man. We're ready to get back with a vengeance. We'll see.
So special people are going to be recognized. In what categories? What recognitions will we see?
Yeah, so we are going back to some of those traditional honoree categories. We'll have a uniformed hero of the year, and that will be someone that doesn't even have to be a Red Cross registered volunteer. It's actually someone that serves with the weekly county EMA services. His name is Jason Hypes. We also have a volunteer of the year that's specific to the Red Cross, and we also have a distinguished service recipient. And it also happens to be a Red Crosser because we are going to acknowledge 20 years of service for Dave Brumley with the local chapter of the American Red Cross. Dave just officially had his last day with us on March 31st. We're not letting him go. He doesn't realize that yet. His registration is good for a lifetime.
Yeah.
But no, we're going to take a moment and pause to just celebrate 20 years with us.
Okay. Okay. This is going to be done on April the 27th. It's going to be at the Call Grant Event Center. Start at 11:30. It's 11:30 to 1, kind of an extended lunch. It's a well-done event. And you're looking for sponsors, and you also want people to know that they're invited to be there.
Exactly. Yeah, Steve, we still have some tables that can be claimed, and we feel like getting the community and local industry and business in that room is so pivotal as we form partnerships with a lot of those companies. Not just so that they can, write checks, though we always appreciate that, but it's partnership where we can even, recruit volunteers from their workforce, give them community service opportunities for their, employees. And then, as you mentioned, with individuals, if somebody says, look, I don't necessarily have a company I'm affiliated with, but I want to have a seat in that room, I would love for them to call me and make that arrangement, and we will find them a table space for sure.
What's the cost, David?
So what we're asking is different levels of giving. And so we have a bronze level, which is 1,000. We have a silver level, which is 2,500, and then a gold level of 5,000. But really, if somebody is willing to come and give even less than 1,000, we would just love to extend them that invite to sit among us and just be made aware of what our mission in the local Red Cross chapter is all about and what we do on an ongoing basis.
David's number is 901 area code. He works out of Jacksonville. The area code is 901-208-0152. That's 208-0152. That's coming up on the 27th. David, when you say you're looking for volunteers, what all do you need with the Red Cross? What opportunities are there?
Well, Steve, what I always say is we really have such a wide range and array of opportunities. I mean, we've got opportunities where, people I call kind of adrenaline junkies, and they're willing to get that call at 3:30 a.m. and, rush out, get dressed and rush out to the scene of a home fire, take a preloaded, debit card of funds, a blanket, stuffed animals for the children. But then we also have casework opportunities after we have been on scene and after we have met some of those immediate needs of impacted families. They are going to need follow-up with, partners and resources that we can, refer them to. And then last but not least, we have services to the armed forces. And so we're always in need of volunteers willing to connect with, some of the families of enlisted young men and women so that they know if a life-changing event were to occur, the family already has a rapport built with us and we can get that son or daughter home very quickly so that they can be there for a funeral, for the birth of a child, just for a traumatic event that, could never be expected. Okay. And so, as you can see, there's quite a bit of opportunity. We just need to get in front of them.
Well, how do people volunteer, or can they go online and sign up, or?
Absolutely, Cassandra. In fact, we just encourage them to go to redcross.org, and there is a drop-down opportunity for volunteering. Sometimes when I used to be told by people, go online and navigate this and that, I almost felt like I was getting blown off a little bit. I wanted a little more personal touch, but I can honestly say our website is so user-friendly that it really is easy to navigate and it gets you right where you need to be. Once you go ahead and submit your initial registration, a local representative, maybe myself, but at least Brandy Rhodes, our disaster program manager, or Wanda Doyle, our volunteer specialist, one of us will be that next phone call that you receive.
Okay.
All right, David Hicks of the Red Cross here in Jackson, Madison County, and he serves counties across West Tennessee. His number, if you need more information, is 901-208-0152. 901-208-0152. The Heroes Luncheon is April the 27th. David, it's always good to have you with us.
One last plug I'd like to make, if you would allow. I want to mention our keynote speaker for the event. I am so sorry I didn't think about that earlier. We have Keith Carver, who is the UT Martin Chancellor, that's coming in to do our keynote speaking, which is really going to be kind of highlighting the theme of our event, which is the response to all of those northern counties of West Tennessee back in mid-December. Their campus and his leadership was instrumental. So we're thankful to have him.
All right.
It was good to see you. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much, David.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate the time. Take care.
We're going to the main stage and we welcome the Farmers Market Blues Band.
Well, I've been a lot of places that made me feel all right, but nothing like the town I left last night. Now give me back to Jackson. Give me back to Jackson. Give me back to Jackson, Jackson, Tennessee. Hey, the music flows right out of the scene. You go downtown, you hear what I mean. Now give me back to Jackson. Give me back to Jackson. Give me back to Jackson, Jackson, Tennessee. Once I went traveling from door to door. I finally found what I was looking for. Now give me back to Jackson. Give me back to Jackson. Give me back to Jackson, Jackson, Tennessee. You fall in love, it's hard to leave, but don't believe me now. Wait till you see. Get me back to Jackson now. Before I scream, please, please. Jackson. Give me back to Jackson. Oh, give me back to Jackson, Jackson, Tennessee.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
Know the source. Heating and air conditioning costs are 55% of the average home utility bill. Next, 21% of the bill, heating hot water. 12% major appliances from the kitchen to the laundry. 8% of your cost is lighting, and 4% your electronics, from computers to television. When you move your lifestyle to lower your utility bill, know the ratios and make the changes that save you the most at JEA today.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Sabrina Anderson is joining us with the, as you can tell, the Boys and Girls Club.
That's right.
Give me a guess. Great future starts. Great future start right here with Sabrina, the Boys and Girls Club. Their steak and burger dinner is coming up May the 10th. It will start at 6 p.m. It's going to be at Jackson State Community College. It's a key fundraising event as well as a social event for the Boys and Girls Club. So Sabrina, so good to see you. What do we need to know about this year's event?
This year is going to be super fun. This is the first time we're back in 2 years, guys.
Yeah,
so we want to make this a big, huge event. We're going to have a game night, so it's going to be very fun and very interactive. We're going to have some trivia style and family feud style.
All right. So what goes on? Why is it, well, for those people who don't know, why is it called steak and burger dinner?
The kids get to eat the steak and the adults eat the hamburgers. So it's something unique and it's different. You don't have the same chicken and rice and green bean type of affair. Longhorns caters our event annually, so we give them lots of props for making that happen for us. Food is tasty and delicious.
Oh, wow.
It's
so
an opportunity too for socialization and interaction, right, with your sponsors and supporters and the boys and girls from the club.
It absolutely is. It gives our sponsors and our donors firsthand interaction with our youth, because they get a chance to actually spend time with our youth to find out what they're doing, what they're learning at the club, and they have an opportunity to get to know our kids. So it's wonderful.
Okay. Now,
Oh, wow.
Sabrina, how do people get tickets,
Yeah,
or how much are they, and are the support? I guess you got sponsorships as well, right?
We do have various levels of sponsorship. So first of all, you have the $5,000 gold sponsor, the $3,000 bronze, the $1,500 silver sponsor. Tables are $750. So that seats, all of our tables seat 8, which would be 6 guests and 2 Boys and Girls Club youth. So that's a wonderful thing. And if you need tickets and information about, just call me at 731-422-2008. Again, that's 731-422-2008.
How many?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
In case you miss it, our website is www.bgcjmc.org.
And what year is this for you guys to do the steak and burger dinner? I mean, minus the COVID years, but, we're really not counting them. But what year are we doing?
37th annual steak and burger.
You're kidding.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
37.
I thought that's what you said. 37th annual steak and burger.
So Sabrina, of course, at one time it was a boys club and then became the Boys and Girls Club. How far back does that go?
1990, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Because I know at one time it was in Bemis, right?
Yes, sir.
And in its history and all that stuff. So it's gone through in Westwood and all this. So it's gone through many, many steps in its history. It's been serving children for a long time. What do you want people to know about the, yeah.
That could have been a sponsor calling you wanting to give you $5,000.
Yeah,
I sure want them to call me.
I know, right? You just give Sabrina a call and she won't turn you down.
Sabrina, what do you want people to know about the work of the Boys and Girls Club?
That we create hope, we create opportunity, we provide a safe place for young people to grow and learn. I think that the Boys and Girls Club is the best kept secret. It shouldn't be a secret. People don't always know that we exist. Everybody is welcome at the Boys and Girls Club. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your economic status. It does not matter about your school status. Just come to the Boys and Girls Club. Let us have a chance to shape you. Have fun.
Now, Sabrina, if somebody wants to come and just take a tour of the facility, can they do that?
They can do that. Tell them to come and see me.
Okay. Easy enough.
That's 4222008, right?
You got it, darling.
All right, 4222008.
You got to get that 731 in there now, Steve.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, Sabrina, we appreciate it. Sabrina has been with the Boys and Girls Club. Well, she spent her career with the Boys and Girls Club. And how many years now in Jackson?
It is 14 in Jackson, 20 overall.
Okay, right. We're glad you're here.
Yes, we are.
Touch a lot of lives out there. Well, that's coming up May the 10th, the Steak and Burger Dinner for the Boys and Girls Club. Once again, if you need information, 731-422-2008. It'll be at Jackson State Community College, and it'll start at 6, and tables and individual tickets are available. So we'll see you then. Appreciate it very much.
Thanks so much,
Star right here
Thank you.
for the Boys and Girls Club. We'll be right back with more as we continue Six in the
Six
City.
in the City.
Hey, have you heard about 4 Minute City? Do you know what it is?
Our city has over 100 sudden cardiac arrests every year.
That's why the 4 Minute City program was created.
By placing easy-to-use defibrillators in homes and businesses throughout Jackson, we can save lives.
This is not some hypothetical. This is real.
But it's up to us. Want to do something good?
Come on, Jackson. Get involved.
You just might save my life.
And I might save yours.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
I give.
I give.
Yo dono sangre.
And I give too. If you're eligible, so should you. Donating blood is safe, easy, and in less than an hour, you can save up to 3 lives. If you've donated with us before, thank you. We can't wait to see you again. If you've never done it, now's your time. Give blood with Lifeline Blood Services today.
As always, we appreciate all of our guests. There's so many things going on in this community. It's always a pleasure to find out what people are out there doing, spending their lives doing, and touching lives every day.
And lots of free stuff going on, you know?
Yeah,
there's so much good stuff.
Good stuff going on. Right?
Yes.
By the way, we got things coming. The JEA offices will be closed this coming Friday.
That's right.
That's for Good Friday. The Holy Week services are continuing with the Ministerial Association. Wednesday, be at Skyline Church, and then Thursday at First Methodist, and there'll be varied speakers, and they'll have a light lunch to follow. So you're welcome to do that this week. And then the Sports Hall of Fame is coming up the 14th. It'll be Thursday night. It'll not be carried live. We will be recording that, and we'll be replaying that starting next week. Jerry Reese is going to be the speaker, a great cross-section of talent to be recognized in the Sports Hall of Fame. It's always a special night. That's right. And we have a mayoral candidate forum that's coming up April the 26th. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Right around the corner.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm getting all confused now because the election is May 3rd.
I know it.
Well, we start advanced vote the 13th, which is tomorrow, as we're doing
That's
the show
right.
on Tuesday. So it's a busy time. You running anywhere this week?
Well, of course, just here and around Jackson.
Oh,
so.
okay. Yeah. The Khaki Tanner Award was presented by the Arts Council recently to the Literary Artist of the Year, and that's James Cherry. Our congratulations to him. He's been a guest of ours. And then the Heart and Soul of the Arts Award went to the West Tennessee Artisan Trail. And so there's continued to do great work with the Arts Council. We appreciate that effort and that recognition.
I do want to note that our guest that we had on last week, Randy Broadway, that was the ultra runner that was running from Jackson to Memphis. He made it and made it in his time that he wanted to. And they haven't presented the final numbers as to how much money he raised, but it should be something good. But yeah, he definitely.
Yeah, he left last Saturday at 10 and running to Memphis.
Yeah,
right? 100 miles all the way to Tom Lee Park.
Yeah, had perfect weather for it. So
yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
We got a note in from West Tennessee Healthcare. Skin Cancer Awareness Month is coming up in May. They're going to do free melanoma screenings through the Cancer Center, the Kirkland Cancer Center, and you can start making appointments for that. It's a 731-541-5087. That's 541-5087. We got time to continue to mention that, but I did want to get that word out there.
That's right.
Well, Fuller, good to see you.
It's good to see you. It's good to be here.
Appreciate all of our guests.
Yes. Had a great
the health
show
department
today.
says that the WIC Center is back open for in-person service, and they're going to do vaccines, COVID vaccines for children ages 5 to 11 on Fridays, and then and they're doing the vaccines, the boosters now. That second booster, if you want, if you're 50 and above, or 18 to 49, and you only have the Johnson & Johnson, or if you're 12 and up and you're immunocompromised, you can qualify for that. They're doing that 8:30 to 4, along with the other vaccines, but they will provide it for children ages 5 to 11. And that's coming up Friday. All right. All right. It's good to see everyone. We appreciate these guys being with us today. They are a pleasure.
Most definitely.
And a real honor to have them.
And you
back
can see them in person at the farmers market this week.
Oh yeah, Shine and Tyler and William and Jimmy, the best of the business, the Farmers Market Blues Band.
That's right. See you next week.
I got the key to the highway. I feel like I've got to roam. Gonna leave here running, walking both feet too slow. I'm going back to the border where I'm better known. Gonna leave here running, baby, walking both feet too slow. Come on, Shine. Oh, give me one more kiss, baby, just before I go. I'm gonna leave this highway until the break of dawn.